So in class, for today, we will be discussing Newton's law of motion. I do think na-discuss din naman to nung junior high kayo, if I'm not mistaken. So ngayon, discuss natin. So I hope napanood yung MVL. So meron tayong tatlong law of motion, okay? So I'll just give a brief description na lang since may MVL naman tayo. So sa first law, okay? Yung first law is the law of inertia. So sabi sa first law, when an object is at rest, it will remain at rest until a force acts on it. Okay? So what does it mean? For example, itong object na to, itong eraser natin, or yung calculator, ballpen, cellphone na sa ibabaw ng lamesa nyo, kaya hindi sila gumagalaw because the summation of all the forces acting on that object is equal to 0. Okay? Kaya ang sabi doon, until a force acts on it. So, ibig sabihin, since summation of forces on that object is equal to 0, until an object acts on it, saka lang siya gagalaw. That is the only time that it will move. Sorry? Student din kita sa MS 101, tama? Ay, right? Okay. Sorry, wait lang. Ay, 102? So, new enrollee ka ba sa Mapua? Okay, from what school, sorry?
American College.
Okay, thank you. So, ngayon. Yan yung first law. Okay? Gagalaw. The object will only move when an external force acts on it. The second law, when an object that has mass accelerates, therefore it has force. Giving us the formula, F is equal to ma. The force is equal to the mass and acceleration. Okay? So since F is equal to ma, pag ba yung object has a constant velocity, does it have force? Again, pag constant ang velocity, what's the value of the acceleration? It is equal to 0. So therefore, meron bang force pag constant ang velocity? Wala. Okay? There is no force if the velocity is constant because the acceleration is equal to 0. Yung acceleration, it may be accelerating or decelerating. It will still have force. Okay? Next, for the third law of motion, ang sabi, for every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. So for example, ako, tinutulak ko tong board. Itong board hindi nasisira at hindi gumagalaw. Because yung force na ina-apply ko dun sa board, ayun din yung force na ina-apply nung board sa akin. Okay? So the force that that I am applying on the board is the force that is also being applied to me by the board. Okay? Hindi naman pwede na yung board mas malakas yung force kaysa sa akin. Tama? Hindi naman siguro yung board itutulak ako bigla. Okay? So nangyayari lang dito sa ating third law of motion, for every action that I give to the board is also equal to the action that is given to me by the board. Clear? Okay on that? So yun yung three laws of motion. First, summation of forces of all the forces is equal to 0. For the second law, F is equal to mass times acceleration. And for the third law, for every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. The first and third law kinda describes each other. So paano? The first law is equal to 0. Of all the forces is equal to 0. Sa third law, the negative sign on this part only indicates the direction. Tama? However, if we remove the negative sign, the magnitude are equal. For example, 5 newtons is equal to 5 newtons. 5 newtons, pag nilipat ko yun sa right side to the left side, magiging negative. 5 newtons minus 5 newtons is equal to 0 lang din. Clear? Clear on that? Sa third law, since equal yung magnitude on both sides, nagiging equal to 0 lang din yung summation of all forces. Therefore, hindi gumagalaw yung object. Tama? Same lang dito sa pader na to. Hindi siya gumagalaw kasi yung summation of all forces is equal to 0. Clear? Okay? So, ibig sabihin yung first and third law deals with objects that are static or not moving, while the second law deals with objects when they are moving. Clear? So, tayo itong i-apply sa problem. So, ang sabi dito, a man is stranded on a raft. The mass of man and the raft is 800 kilograms. By paddling, he causes an average force. May bagong dating lang ba dito bukod sa kanya? Or wala naman? May absent ba? Sorry, may absent ba today? Meron ba kayo nung attendance checklist pala muna? May attendance checklist na ba kayo? Sinong absent? Pwedeng makita. Sinong absent? Si Kizon? Kizon? Hizon?
D. Dog.
Dizon.
Yes. Very good.
Tumama rin ako.
Yes. Check mo ka.
Ay, si Santos din. Dito sa naka-basis.
Kawawa naman si Biko Soto. Naging kamukha ko po. Luging-lugi naman siya. Next, by the paddling causes an average force of vector A of 17 newtons to be applied to the raft in a direction of 75 degrees due east of south. The wind also exerts a force vector B on the raft. This force has a magnitude of 15 newtons and 0.67 degrees north of east. Ignoring any resistance from the water, find the x and y components of the raft acceleration. Ngayon, meron tayo dito yung diagram natin. Dito na nilagay yung ating 75 degrees due east of south and 67 degrees north of east. So, ang gagawin muna natin ngayon is to label kung ano ba yung mga values ng mga vectors na meron tayo. For vector A, what is the value for vector A based on the problem? The vector A is 17 newtons. For vector B, we have 15 newtons. Now, as I've discussed previously, the trigonometric functions and the Pythagorean theorem can be used. Excuse me, ask ko lang, nakapag-basic calculus ka na? Not yet. Pre-cal, kasi nga, nagtitake up ang pre-cal, no? Okay, sige. Ano kaya to? Sige, anyways. Sige, mamaya natin isipin. Sorry. Sorry, class. Okay, game. So, for now, to solve for the components, again, of our vectors, anong ginagamit natin for the solving for the components? We use the trigonometric functions, okay? Again, the trigonometric functions and the Pythagorean theorem can be used not only to find the lengths or the distances, but also to find the values of the forces, acceleration, and other vectors, okay? So ngayon, since force yung given sa atin sa vector A, we can solve for its components, di ba? Kasi ang tanong sa atin, ano daw yung x and y components of the acceleration of the raft? To find for the acceleration of the raft, ng x and y components, we must first need to determine the x and y components of the forces. Okay? So ngayon, tayo natin isolve kung ano yung mga forces na meron tayo. So for our x component ng A, so kung ito yung angle natin, yung x component ng A, what do we use? Sine or cosine? Sine. Okay? Since opposite side siya. And for our x component ng B, is it sine or cosine? Ito yung angle natin. Is it sine or cosine? Cosine. So ngayon, let us solve muna for the x components. For the x components, for A, ang sabi nyo sine, so we have 17 sine 75 plus our B, 15 cosine 67. Again, class, bakit tayo nag-add? Nag-add tayo kasi they are both going to the right, yung x component nila. Tama? This one is going up and to the right, while this one is going down and to the right. So we add both of their x components because they are on the same direction. So ano yung magiging value ng ating force along the x component?
22.28. 22.28, 170.597.
17. So, yun pala class, when solving Wiley kasi, no, open na pala yung quiz, okay? If you want to check your quiz and if you want to see if medyo malapit yung sagot, I'll manually check it, okay? Sa Wiley kasi, I think it's better if while you are solving for the components pa lang, it's not the final answer yet, use 4 decimal places muna. Okay? So that pagdating sa final answer, maliit lang yung discrepancy natin. 'Di ba may discrepancy lang kasi sa Wiley, positive, negative, 4% lang. Okay? So I think it's better para mas at the final answer you have a higher accuracy pagdating sa final answer, 4 decimal places muna. Okay? Next, let us solve for the Y components. Ano pala ang units ng force, class? N or newtons. Good. Next, for the Y components, okay. For the Y component of A, ito siya. Is it sine or cosine? Cosine. For the Y component of B, is it sine or cosine? Sine. Okay. So, solving for it, we have Fy 17 cosine 75 plus 15 sine 67. Class, yung Fy ba ng A, is it positive or negative?
Positive.
Negative, tama? Because it's going down. Yung Y component ng A, it's going down, tama? So, dapat negative. While the Y component of B, is it positive or negative? Positive, because it's going up. Good. So, what will be our value for the Y component, class, for Fy? 9.4076. Positive. And anong unit? Newtons. Now, going back dun sa ating 3 laws, okay? Dun sa ating 3 laws from Newton, alin dun yung nagdi-deal with objects that are moving? The second law. Okay? So, ano yung formula natin sa second law of motion? Errors is equal to? Okay. So, now, we can use this formula to solve for the acceleration. Kasi given that may na-solve tayong force along x, given, and we need to solve the acceleration along x. Tama? Along the x component. Now, we can solve for the acceleration. Given tayo na-solve natin yung force, we have our force is equal to 22.2817 newtons is equal to, ano yung given na mass sa ating problem? 800 kilograms times our acceleration na AX. So, solving for AX, class, ano yung value ng AX? Ano yung value ng AX? Ito yung type sa calculator. Sorry, 0.0279. Anong units ng acceleration, class? Meters per second squared. Next, for our Fy naman, same lang ulit. We have Fy, for our Ay, I mean. Fy is equal to M-A-Y. We have Fy, na-solve natin, we have 9.4076 newtons is equal to our mass, given ang mass natin na 800 kilograms. And our Ay. Our value of Ay is equal to 0.0117 meters per second squared. So that's our final answer, okay? Since ang tinatanong mo naman sa problem is the x and y components of the acceleration. So if the problem asks what is the magnitude of the acceleration, all we have to do is use the Pythagorean theorem. So ax squared plus ay squared. If it is only asked on the in the problem. Question po. Question? Laking tanong ah. So if there's no question, continue tayo sa next problem. So ang sabi dito, 3 astronauts propelled by jetpacks push and guide a 105 kg asteroid toward a processing dock, exerting the forces shown in the figure with force 1, so label na natin. Force 1 daw is equal to 31 newtons. Force 2 is equal to 59 newtons. And force 3 we have 42 newtons. So theta 1 daw is equal to 30 degrees. And theta 3 is equal to 60 degrees. So what is the magnitude and angle of the asteroid's acceleration? So ngayon, ang hinahanap is not the components. Instead, we are tasked to do or to find the magnitude itself of the acceleration. So therefore, hindi na siya yung components, yung A na mismo, hindi siya AX or AY. It is the acceleration itself. Yung magnitude mismo ng acceleration. So ngayon, to find that, we must first find the magnitude of the forces and the magnitude of the X components and Y components ng force to find the X and Y components ng acceleration muna natin. So I think, di ba from your vectors, nakapag-add na kayo ng tatlong vectors, di ba? From problem set 1.2, if I'm not mistaken. So ngayon, try nyo munang gawin. Let's try muna to do this. So summation of forces along X muna tayo. So from F1, ito yung theta natin. Ito yung theta natin, okay? And ito yung X component ng F1. Is it sine or cosine? Sine or cosine? Cosine, okay? Ito yung angle natin. Ito yung opposite niya. However, ito yung pinapahanap ko. So it is cosine. So we have 31 cosine 30. Next for our F2. So plus lang ulit because all of our forces are directed papunta sa X. Okay, towards the positive X, I mean, or to the right. For F2, meron ba tayong angle for F2? Wala. So therefore, saan component siya ma-add? Sa X component. Tama? Agree ba? Sa X component yung F2 class. So we just simply add 59 newtons. Lastly, for F3, yung ating X component, this will be our X component for F3. Is it sine or cosine kung ito yung angle? Sine or cosine? Sine or cosine? Cosine. Okay? Nag-gets mo ba't cosine? Clear? Ito yung angle. Ito yung X component. Adjacent siya, di ba? Tama. So therefore, cosine. Paano kayo pumasa ng pre-cal? Ay, ewan. So class, ano yung magiging value natin for f of x? Pa-check na lang kung same lang dito sa PowerPoint.
106.8467.
Okay, same lang halos. 8468, I think. Kasi magiging Greater than 5 ata yung after niyan. Next, summation of forces along Fy. For along Fy, okay, for F1, ito ulit yung angle class. For Fy, yung y component ng F1, is it sine or cosine? Sine. Wow, galing na. Next, for F2, do we have a y component for F2?
No.
For F3, is it sine or cosine? Kasi kabaliktaran yung isa. Galing. So, ngayon class, ano magiging value ng Fy natin? So, tama ba na pinag-add natin parehas? Ano dapat yung negative? Okay, yung F3. Good. So, class, na magiging value natin? Negative 20.8730. 31 newtons. Thank you. Next, we have the force along X and force along Y. Same lang ulit mula dun sa previous problem. Now, we can now solve for the components of our acceleration. We have, for our X component, we have f of x is equal to m a of x. For f of x, we have 106.8468 newtons. Our mass is equal to, okay, sabi sa problem, 105 kilograms. And then our acceleration is our unknown. Solving for AX class, ano magiging sagot natin? 1.01 87 88.
1.0177.
Sorry. Ayan, okay na. Sorry. Next, for Fy naman, underline na lang natin. Since hindi pa yung final answer. For Fy, we have F is equal to mass times Ay. Our Fy is equal to negative 20.8731 newtons. And our mass is also given naman 105 kilograms. Solving for Ay. What is the value of our Ay? Negative 0.1. Same lang sa lahat. Okay. Next. Ngayon, meron tayong x and y components ng ating acceleration. To solve for the magnitude, same lang ulit from our Pythagorean theorem. So, all we have to do is get a is equal to the square root of ax squared plus ay squared. Okay? So, ano yung magiging value natin for a? Para hindi substitute na lang yung values. Yung ax natin is 1.0176 and ay is negative 0.1988. Oh, 1988. Anong value ng A natin? Ay, sorry. 1.0368. Anong units ng acceleration class? Okay, good. Now that we have, kung babalikan ulit natin yung ating values, negative yung A, negative yung Y, positive yung X. Saang quadrant sa ating Cartesian plane does it lie? Positive X and negative Y. Fourth quadrant. So, titignan natin sa fourth quadrant, kung ito yung value natin, ito yung magnitude natin, the components are located here. Here is your y, is your x component. So our angle is located here. So now to solve for this, we have here as AY. And this is AX. Solving for this, what trigonometric function do we use? Tangent. So specifically arctan. AY all over AX is equal to theta. So our theta is equal to the arctan negative 1 ng AY. Our AY is negative 0.1988 all over our AX. Our AX is 1.0176. 1.0176. So, it will be our theta, class. Negative 0.542 degrees. So, this will be our final answer for the direction and our magnitude. Questions? Questions, class? So, when you're looking for the angle, di naman kailangan tangent lagi. Okay? For example, sa problem na to, meron tayong x and y components. At the same time, meron na din tayong magnitude. Okay? Or the hypotenuse. So, we can use shift sign or shift cosine. Kasi we have the hypotenuse naman na. So, same lang naman dapat yung lalabas na angle doon. There would be discrepancies na maonte sa decimal, pero dapat 11 yung whole number dyan sa part na yun. Okay? Pwede maging 11.04, 11.03. Ayun po. So, dapat 11 yung magiging whole number ng angle natin dyan. Questions? Laking tanong. Next tayo. So, meron tayong tinatawag na normal force. Okay? So, itong normal force, for example, itong eraser na to, kaya hindi siya nalalaglag or kung ba't hindi nasisira, that is why the table is not being nasisira yung table because yung force na ina-apply ng table is equal dun sa weight nito. Okay? The force acting on the eraser by the table is equal to the weight of the eraser. Ayun yung tinatawag na normal force natin. So for example, ako, tinulak ko tong eraser. Okay, I applied force on the eraser. The normal force now is equal to the weight of the eraser plus the force I applied. Okay? Ibig sabihin pala, the normal force is equal to the net force along the y component. Okay? The normal force is equal to the summation of all the forces acting on the y component. Okay? What if may onting air pressure na tumutulak dito? For example, may pumasok na air pressure dito. So, ibig sabihin, hindi buong weight ng eraser yung nag-act on the table. Tama? Kasi may air pressure sa ilalim. So, therefore, you need to also consider that dun sa summation nyo. Okay? Clear ba yun? Sa normal force? Basta yung normal force is the summation of all the y component acting on the surface. Okay? And also, dapat ang normal force is always perpendicular dun sa surface natin. Okay? Next, yung frictional force. Ang frictional force natin lagi is always opposite kung saan tayo pupunta. For example, itong eraser natin, pag tinulak ko siya, eventually it will stop. Okay? Hindi siya tuloy-tuloy na gumagalaw because of friction. Okay? Friction always contradict the motion that is happening on the object. Okay? On the surface lang sa surface lang siya. The friction is always parallel sa surface. It is also always parallel but on the opposite side ng force na in-apply natin. Okay? Kaya nag-i-stop yung ating object. So from the second law of motion, we have F is equal to ma. F is equal to mass times acceleration. It may also be considered as deceleration. That's why friction is considered as a force because it decelerates the object. Or pinapabagal niya yung object. Next is tension. So in tension natin, they're always facing, okay? For example, hinila niyo yung ano nyo, idealize, okay? Yung paghila nyo is pulling, okay? Pero yung motion ng tension is opposite nung pag-pull ninyo. Kasi kinocontradict nung pag-pull nyo, ng tension, yung pag-pull nyo dun sa idealize nyo. Okay? Kung makikita nyo dito, yung paghila niya is pababa, pero yung tension niya is pataas. It's always contradicting yung force na ina-apply mo dun sa rope natin or any object. Okay, yun yung tensional force natin. So, let's try apply. Huwag mo na yung ma-overwhelm. Unti-untiin natin yun. So an automobile engine has a weight whose magnitude is 3,150 newtons. This engine is being positioned above an engine compartment. To position the engine, a worker is using a rope. Find the tension T1 in the supporting cable and the tension T2 in the positioning rope. So ngayon, isulat muna natin lahat ng given. We have a given of weight is 3,150 newtons. Given tayo ng tension 1, which is unknown. Unknown to and unknown yung tension 2 natin. If we do the free body diagram or the FBD nitong object na, nitong figure na to, magiging ganito yung itsura ng free body diagram natin. We have T1, which is at an angle of 10 degrees, and T2, which is at an angle of 80 degrees. Okay? So now, we don't have T1 and we don't have T2. Okay? So from algebra, if we have two unknowns, ilang equation ang kailangan natin? We also need two equations as well. Kung ilan yung unknowns, that is the number of equations that we need. Okay? So ngayon, in physics, since we don't have T1 and T2 currently, saan tayo pwedeng kumuha ng equations natin? From what concept can we get the equations? Ano yung dalawang sinosolve lagi natin pag vectors? We have the for vectors, ano yung dalawang components na meron tayo? We have the x and y components. So if we have the equation for the x component, we have the equation for the y component, we already have two equations. Now we can solve the problem. Clear? Okay? When solving for equations lagi, kung ilan yung unknowns, from algebra to, review lang. For ilan yung unknowns, ay yung number of equations that we need. Kung tatlo yung unknowns, tatlong equations. Kung apat na unknowns, apat na equation. Okay? So ngayon, sabi niyo x and y components. Let us first find the x and y components. For the x component, for T1, is it sine or cosine for the x component? Sine or cosine? Cosine? Sine. Tama. This is sine. Ito yung angle. Ayan yung opposite niya. Tama? Yung x component. So we have T1 sine T1 sine 10 degrees. Yung T1 ba natin? Ano to? Forces along X. Ayan. Ang T1 natin along X, is it positive or negative? Negative kasi going left. Next, for T2. Positive. Okay? So, is it sine or cosine? Sine. Okay? T2 sine 80. This will be our first equation. Okay? So, sa atin siya equal. Is it equal to 0 or equal to MA? Ano ulit yung equal to 0 from our first law? Ang sabi, the summation of all forces are equal to 0. Therefore, the object is not moving. For the second law of motion, force is equal to mass times acceleration. Therefore, the object is moving. Dito, when you are positioning an object, do you want it to be moving or stationary? Stationary. So, therefore, the summation is equal to 0. Clear? Class? Susundan pa? Next, for the y component naman. For the y component, for T1, is it sine or cosine? Positive or negative? Positive. T1 cosine 10. Next, for T2, sine or cosine? Positive or negative? Negative. T2 cosine. Sorry po. Ay nga pala T sub 1. Thank you. Is equal to meron pa ba tayong kulang along the y component, class? Based sa free body based dito sa ating figure, meron pa ba tayong kulang along the y component? Or are we still missing something from the y component? We are still not considering the weight of our engine. Okay? So we need to consider weight here as T150. Now, is the weight positive or negative? Negative. Negative T150, di ba? T150. T150 is equal to 0. Now, we can now solve for our T1 and T2. So in class, if ayaw nyo mag-algebra, you may use your calculators. Sa mga may Casio F7, sa may mga Casio 570ES at 991ES Plus at 991ES, ang pipindutin nyo sa calculator is mode 5.1. For persons that have class widths na calculator or yung 991EX,
Sana mabalik na.
all you have to press is menu and then arrow down dalawang beses. Menu, then arrow down dalawang beses. Punta kayo sa letter A. Press equals. And then press simultaneous equation. Press 1.
Dalawa yun na.
Para saan yun, sir?
Relax lang. Hindi, pakipindot mo sa calculator. Wait lang. Dito, sa pag-solve nito, ng T1 at T2. And then, select the number of unknowns. Ilan yung unknowns natin? Dalawa. Kung makikita nyo dyan sa mga calculators nyo, ay, kung makikita nyo dyan sa calculators nyo, ang format ng equation is x plus y is equal sa constant. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, dapat, for you to be able to use this calculator, yung ganyang format ng calculator nyo, dapat lahat ng variables are on the left side and all the constants are on the right side of our equation. So, for the y component, ililipat ko lang yung 3150. So, pag nilipat ko siya sa right side, it will become positive T150. So now, pag tinype niya sa calculator, dapat kung ano yung x nyo, dapat yun din yung variable nyo for both. So, dapat to sa T1 for both equation. So for example, for our first equation, ang itatype nyo for negative T1 sine 10 is negative sine 10. Next, for T2 sine 80, sine 80. And lastly, 0. Okay. Wala pa. 0. Okay, next. For the y component, for our next equation, you have to type cosine 10. And then negative cosine 80. Lastly, T150. Now, we can solve for our value. For the value of T1 daw, or tension along loop 1, we have 301.2331 newtons. And for T2, we have 582.0965. Class, tatandaan, physics class to, hindi to math class. So, I don't need for you to use algebra to solve for this. You may use your calculator. Kahit after nyo ma-set up yung dalawang equations, you may input it in your calculator and solve for T1 and T2 instead of doing this. Okay? Instead of doing this, you may do this. Para mahanap nyo na yung components. Questions po regarding this problem? Di kayo naglagay ng negative dito sa T1 nyo for the first equation. Diba ito? Negative to. Negative sine 10. Kasi ito negative cos 80. Questions po? Laking tanong Sa calculator, check ko meron. Sa chart, alam ko na siya.
Isa lang yun.
Pero yun yan naman, yun yung bago naman. Ayan, same lang siya sa old 5-1. 5.
Ito yun, te.
5-1.
Gago may iwan
Same lang sa cash.
Dalawa nakabali yung isang Tapos mo kasi sila
Ay, ito, mode 4. Mode 4. And then yan. Tama. Bali magkahiwalay lang yung pagtatay. Bali yung first equation. Look at the first equation. And then after that, yung 80 and 6 second equation. May A2, A1 naman. Pero sino ng format dapat express by equals to constant. Ay, wala kang value. Yung column F7, 8, 9 number. Wala. Wala siya. Eh, sabi ko nila, dalawang down, plus 7 equation. Number 5. Questions pa, class? Ah, 3150. Sorry, pangit. When? Three unknowns? Eh di yung ano, dun kanina di ba may number of unknowns, mamimili ka, 3. Wala na. Bawal na eh.
Wala yung ano sa dami ko sa bilang.
Same class, kung walang question, tuloy ko lang.
Hindi.
Hindi, kami magkasama.
Ayaw magkasama.
Ito, activate mo ha. May tatago ka ba?
Class, ang formula ng friction, okay, balikan lang natin kanina. Ang formula ng friction is F is equal to F of N. Or simply N. Okay, simula naman sila. Wherein F is equal sa mu. Mu is our coefficient of friction. Coefficient of friction, and N is our normal force. Okay? So, yung normal force, na-discuss ko naman kanina. So, yung coefficient of friction, it differs depende dun sa surface. Okay? It is either given or yun yung pinapahanap sa problem. So, let's try to solve for this. Until what time tayo? 2 o'clock, no? Umaga pa. So, block 1 has a mass daw of 800 kilograms. And is moving on a frictionless 30-degree incline. This block is connected to block 2 and has a mass of 22 kilograms by a massless cord that passes over a massless and frictionless pulley. Find the acceleration of each block and the tension in the cord. So ngayon, ang pinapahanap is yung acceleration daw of each block and yung tension dun sa cord natin. So pag may acceleration, therefore, our system is moving. Okay? Kung gumagalaw yung system natin, ano yung magiging ano natin? Anong law of motion yung gagamitin natin? Second law of motion. Okay? So, second law of motion natin, ano yung formula natin for the second law of motion? Okay. To solve for this kind of problems, lalo ng pag-incline, tatandaan na yung weight natin always acts on the y component. Okay? Ayun yung weight natin di ba? Ang gravity laging along the y, ang gravity natin. However, ang sabi ko kanina, yung normal force is always perpendicular dun sa surface natin. The normal force is always perpendicular dun sa surface natin. Ayun yung nagiging problem sa mga naka-incline. Because, yung normal force natin, wala na siya dun sa y component natin. Tama? Kasi dapat perpendicular siya dun sa incline natin. So, sir, how do we solve this? Isang way of solving these kinds of problem is to rotate the figure. Okay? Sa pag-rotate ng figure, kung ano yung incline ng figure natin or ng surface natin, ayun din yung i-rotate natin siya. So for this figure, I'll rotate it, ang sabi dito 30 degrees, I'll be rotating it again by 30 degrees. So ngayon, once I rotated it 30 degrees, yung surface natin na naka-incline ngayon, it will now become our x component. And then yung normal force will be part of our y component. Clear? I think it is easier to analyze na pag ganito. instead of naka-incline, I think. Okay? So now, itong weight natin, sir, paano po malalaman na 30 degrees yung rotate natin sa weight natin? Yung weight natin kanina is along the y component. Tama? So, ibig sabihin na sa y-axis yung W natin. It is along the y-axis. So, ngayon, nirotate ko siya clockwise ng 30 degrees. Ito na siya ngayon. Clear? Okay? Galing siya dito sa position na to kanina. Nakatayo itong weight natin. Since I've rotated it clockwise by 30 degrees, nandito na siya ngayon. Clear? Kumbaga yung buong figure, nirotate lang natin ng 30 degrees. Kaya siya naging ganito. Clear ba? Okay? Pero kung ayaw niyo ng ganyan, kung gusto niyo nakatayo pa rin siyang ganito, okay lang din. Walang problema. As long as same time lang lalabas na sagot, syempre. And pating free body diagram nyo, dapat tama siya. So sir, ano mangyayari sa free body diagram natin? Our free body diagram will look like this. Okay? Yung normal force is along the y-axis. The tension on the rope is along the x-axis. And our weight will be 30 degrees inclined with respect to our y-axis. Clear? Rotate lang natin yung buong figure. Okay? So ngayon, we can now solve for the x and y components. However, ang sabi sa problem, we are looking for the acceleration. Okay? Along the x component, is the box moving along the x component? Will it possibly move along the x component? Yes, tama. It will move along the surface. However, will it move along the y component? No, because it is already above the surface. So therefore, the only thing that we need to solve is the x component only. Okay? So, solving for the x component ng ating box 1, so f of x of 1 is equal saan? Ang ating dumatay sa right side components. Ano yung force along sa right side, towards the right? Tension. And then we have, for the left side, we have the weight. Ang sabi sa problem, it is frictionless. So therefore, zero na agad yung friction natin. For the weight class, ano yung magiging component niyan? Kung ito yung weight natin, sige, tayo magsulat. We are solving for the x component ng weight. Is it sine or cosine? Sine. Good. Ito yung angle. So, is it positive or negative? Negative. Good. So, we have negative W sine 30. So, let us write this. T minus W sine 30. Equal siya saan, class? Again, is the box moving along the x component? Yes. So therefore, saan mo siya i-equate? Equal to MA. Tama? Tatandaan, force is equal to MA. So ito is force. F of x is also force. Our object is moving. We are solving for the acceleration. Therefore, we need to equate it to MA. Clear? Now, sa ating problem, given tayo ng tension minus ang weight natin. How do we solve for the weight? So, ang weight natin is force din siya. Tama? Ang weight natin, ang units ng weight is newtons. Pero ang units ng mass is kilograms or grams. Okay? Ayun yung mass. Ngayon, alam natin na force is equal to mass times acceleration. Tama? And we also know that weight is equal to force. So therefore, weight is also equal to mass times acceleration. Given tayo ng weight, given tayo ng mass, Ano yung acceleration that affects our mass? Always gravity. So therefore, weight is equal to mass times gravity. Okay? Clear kung ba't naging mass times gravity yung weight? Okay? So now, we can substitute it as mg kasi hindi pa given yung W. Mass times gravity sine 30 is equal to ma. This will be our equation number 1 muna. Yan muna. Okay? Mamaya natin substitute yung mga values. So now, since this is our equation number 1, we need to find another equation wherein the object is moving. Okay? So ngayon, we also have another value or the mass 2 ng ating box. Yung box ng mass ng box 2. Okay? So sir, kailangan pa po ba natin i-rotate for the mass for block 2? No need na. Kasi it is already upright. Okay? Itong block 2 natin. Okay? Upright na yung block 2 natin. So we don't need to rotate it anymore. So solving for it, ang ating magiging FBD. Ang ating FBD for block 2 is ito. Okay? So we have Fy ng block 2. So Fy of block 2 is equal saan? So we have tension is going up and minus our weight, which is mass times gravity. So again, class, ang ko ito i-equate itong T minus mg natin sa 0 or MA. MA. Okay? Kasi moving. So now we have equation 2. Wait lang. Lagyan natin yung nakalagay dito sa problem. Ang sabi dito, we have T for equation 1. And then for equation 2, this should be T prime. Okay? So now, ito yung dalawang equations natin. T minus mg sine 30 is equal to ma. And T prime minus mg is equal to ma. Tayo natin i-substitute yung mga values na alam natin. For equation 1, wala tayong tension. Anong mass ng block 1 natin according sa ating problem? Block 1. So, dapat 8 lang ito, class, ha? Sorry, typo lang yan. 8 kilograms. Times gravity, which is 9.8. Sine 30. And yung mass pa rin ng block 1 is 8 kilograms. Times 9 times A. Since A is unknown. Tatandaan, ang pinapahanap is yung tension and acceleration. Next, for our second formula, for our equation 2, we have T prime minus mass ng ating block 2, 22 kilograms, times 9.8 is equal to the mass of block 2 is 22 kilograms times A. Now, we have two equations, two unknowns. Sir, however po, yung isa, T, yung isa T prime. Okay? So, nangyari, we have three unknowns right now. We have T, T prime, and A. Okay? We have three unknowns. However, balikan natin yung problem. Ang sabi sa problem, frictionless yung incline or yung surface, and frictionless also yung pulley. Okay? What does that mean? Since frictionless yung incline and frictionless yung pulley, therefore, the two tensions should be equal. Okay? Tatandaan, class, if the pulley system doesn't have any kind of friction on the surface or on the pulley itself, automatically, the tensions on the rope are always equal. Okay, class? Pag pulley system yung pinag-uusapan natin, laging equal yung tensions if walang friction that acts on the system. So now we can also put this as t. Ngayon, we can arrange this in terms dun sa calculator natin. Okay? Wherein lahat ng variables are nasa left side and lahat ng constants are on the right side of our equation. So now we have t. Ito muna. So we have t on the left side. Our 8a, we transpose it on the left side, we have negative 8a. And itong constants natin, we transpose it on the right side. We have positive 8 times 9.8 sine 30. Para naman dun sa ating second equation, we have t minus 22a is equal to 22 times 9.8. Now, we can input it now in our calculator. So, class, ano yung value ng t at a natin? Pag in-input sa calculator, hindi ba yung add sa inyo? Ano yung value ng tension natin, class? Kulang. So, we have 40, we have 1 minus 8 is equal to 8 times 9.8 sine 30. Next, we have 1 negative 22. And then we have for our constant, we have 22 times 9.8. Ay, times pala yan. Ayan. So for our tension, we have positive, it either be positive or negative. The negative sign only indicates the direction. So 61.6 newtons. And then for acceleration, we have negative 12.6 meters per second squared. So what does the negative indicate pag acceleration? It is decelerating. Okay? So, may questions po ba? Magtanong na po kung may tanong. Sir, wala po kaming matanong. Wala po kaming naintindihan. Joke lang. Class, questions?
Yung pasalubong na tension can be given.
Tension can also be given, depending on the problem. So class, if ever man, isa lang yung tension na given, for example, ang given na tension is ito. Ito na sa taas. Hindi given ito na sa baba. Okay? Pero frictionless yung pulley, frictionless din yung surface, automatic, equal lang sila. Okay, huwag kayong malilito doon sa part na yun. If ever na isa lang yung given, baka hanapin nyo pa yung isa. Okay? Automatically equal yun na pag pulley system. Questions po? Hanggang na tayo, sorry? 2? Kaya muna. So, rest muna tayo until 1:15. So, yung class start tayo. So, ang sabi dito sa problem muna, in the figure daw, a 5.2 kg is sent, 5.2 kg block is sent sliding up a plane inclined at 37 degrees, while a horizontal force of magnitude 50 newtons acts on it. The coefficient of kinetic friction between the block and the plane is 0.320. What are, letter A, the magnitude, and for letter B, the direction of the block's acceleration? So ngayon, same lang ulit, tulad dun sa ating problem kanina. The first thing that we need to do is to rotate again our figure. Kung ano yung angle ng ating incline, that is also the amount of degrees that we need to rotate it. So for this one, I've rotated it 37 degrees as well. So for our free body diagram, again, since yung weight natin from this initial position is directly on the y-axis, so therefore, when I rotated it, the weight is positioned 37 degrees with respect to our y-axis. Okay? Next, for our force, since I rotate it also again, clockwise, 37 degrees, so therefore it will now be positioned 37 degrees from the x-axis naman. So now from this, we can now solve for our acceleration. So unlike the previous problem, for this problem, we only have one block. Okay? So later, magkakaroon tayong two unknowns, so therefore we need to solve for the x and y components. Okay? So if we draw the free body diagram, we have for our n is our normal force. Again, the normal force should always be perpendicular on our surface. Next, we have friction. Since sabi sa problem, we have a coefficient of friction of 0.320. The friction is always on the opposite side. Okay? On the opposite side of our force. However, yung force natin here is not on the incline, directly on the incline. Okay? Pero dapat yung ating friction should always be parallel on our surface. Okay? So that is why yung friction natin, kung babalikan natin dito, dapat yung friction natin is nandito. Okay? Nandyan dapat yung friction natin. That is why it is directly on our x component. And our weight and the force naman is angled at 37 degrees. Now, we can now first solve for our x component. For our x component, let us first start solving for the positive x part. So, sa positive x natin, ano yung component na may positive x? Again, sorry, yung 37 degrees. Alin dyan? The force, okay, yung force na 15 newtons. So, solving for the x component, okay, ano yung magiging trigonometric function natin to solve for the x component? Is it positive or, cosine or sine? Cosine, okay, good. 50 cosine 37. Okay? So now let's proceed to the negatives. So ngayon we have f. So directly on the x component naman siya. So negative f. So ano class yung formula natin for friction? F is equal to mu f of n, or mu times the normal force. We have mu f of n. And then we have also a negative for our weight. So, yung x component ng weight, is it sine or cosine? Sine. Good. So, mg sine 37 is equal to ma or 0? Ma. Because it will move along the x-axis. So now, let us substitute muna yung mga values na meron tayo. So we have 50 cosine 37 minus our mu or the coefficient of friction. Anong value? .320. Class, reiterate ko lang. Di ko alam, nasabi naman to siguro sure sa MVL, pero gusto ko lang itong ma-specify. Saan ba yun? I-specify ko lang tong part na to. So, meron tayong dalawang kind of friction. The static and the kinetic. So, the static friction is the friction when an object is not moving, while kinetic friction is the friction when an object is moving. Generally, ang static friction on the same surface is larger compared sa kinetic friction. Okay? That is why, for example, meron tayong object na stationary, mas mahirap siyang pagalawin initially compared pag gumagalaw na. 'Di ba? For example, di ko lang kung na-try niyo na pag siguro niyo pa na-try, sure ako. Pero pag for example, 'di ba may sasakyan na Hindi, like, namatay ng makina, for example. So, when yung mga tao, pag tinutulak siya initially, hirap yung mga tao itulak siya compared pag gumagalaw na yung object. Kasi mas mataas yung static friction, coefficient ng static friction compared sa coefficient ng kinetic friction. Okay? So, yun. Ayan. Next, for the normal force, we still don't know the value of the normal force. For our mass, we have the value of mass of the block, which is 5.2 kilograms, given naman dito. And our gravity, which is 9.8 sine 37, is equal to the mass ng block, which is 5.2, and our acceleration, which is our unknown. So, dito sa ating problem, wala tayong normal force at wala tayong acceleration. So, let us try to solve for the normal force using our y component. So, for the y component we have the normal force is going positive. Tama, di ba? Normal force is pataas. It contradicts our weight, di ba? Ang normal force. It is one of the things that the normal force reacts to. So again, we have two forces that acts on the negative y. So we have the weight and the force. So for the force, yung y component niya, is it sine or cosine? Yung y component ng force natin na blue, is it sine or cosine? Cosine. Cosine? Sine. F minus 50 sine 37. Minus another weight natin. Yung y component nito, is it sine or cosine? Yung y component nito, cosine. Okay? So, cosine mg cosine 37 is equal to MA or 0? Along the y component, MA or 0? 0, di ba? Kasi hindi gumagalaw siya along the y component, yung object natin. So now, ang pwede nyo gawin dito, okay, so pag sinubstitute muna natin yung values, Fn minus 50 sine 37 minus our mass is 5.2 times 9.8 cosine 37 is equal to 0. Kung mapapansin nyo, for the y component, Fn na lang yung kulang. Okay, sa ating y component. We can solve for Fn and then substitute dito. Or you may type this in your calculator diretso. Based dun sa ating two equations, two unknowns. Sir, paano po dito wala tayong value ng a? So, all you have to do to put in your calculator is equate it, yung y natin, or yung x, depende sa inyo. Basta yung a natin na variable is equal to 0 lang ito-type natin. Okay? So, try natin idiretso sa calculator. So, ngayon, itong first equation natin, isimplify muna natin. Lahat ng variable sa left side, lahat ng constant sa right side. So ngayon, ang gusto kong malipat is yung 5.2a dito sa left side. So itong constant natin na to, at itong constant na to, is dapat na sa right side ng equation natin. So negative to. So ilipat mo natin itong 5.2a. So it will become negative 5.2a kasi nilipat natin is equal to, so itong negative na to, this will become positive pag nilipat natin sa right side. And itong positive na to will become negative. Next, for our second equation, we have so all we have to do is to transpose all the constant to the right side of the equation, giving us all the values to be positive. Ayan. So now, we can now put it in our calculator. So ngayon, ang nangyari dito, ito, wait lang class. It's na naman. Wala nyo nga ako nung ads lalabas. Wala lumabas. Mabagal yung internet. So now, try natin itong isolve. Okay? So, ang una nating variable is A. Okay? So, negative 5.2. Next, negative 0.320. And then, our constant, which is 5.2 times 9.8 sine 37 minus 50 cosine 37. Next, since A yung una nating variable sa ating first equation, dapat A din yung unang variable for the second equation. So therefore, our A for the second equation is 0. Our Fn for the second equation is 1. And then our value for Fn, ating constant is 50 sine 37 plus 5.2 times 9.8 cosine 37, giving us this. So our value for our acceleration is equal to negative 2.5749. And our value for Fn is equal to 70.7892 newtons meters per second squared. Ba? Tama. Questions po? Ina muna for now. So, negative yung direction acceleration natin.